right, guys, it's almost playoff time, so I wanted to put a little something together to highlight some of the big games coming out at the close of the season. As you can see, I got some of that shit up right now. Hold on a second. I got the standings up, and I have the big games from week 14, 15, 16, and 17. There's a few big games last night. There's a few big games this week, but I didn't know how many were going to get played, so I didn't want to put them in on the list. Study played Simba. He really needed that win. He was I won't say long shot, but he really needed that win. And even though he went up 14-0, the Pats came roaring back, and he closed the deal. And Simba's looking pretty solid this year. But besides that, some more news going on so far throughout the year. We booted Fran, as you guys all know. We're tired of his shit. He wasn't taking it seriously. We know he's a little bit of a fan favorite, but it was clear that he was just there to be into the chat. He played those games, but like I said, he was making a joke of it. He just wanted to hang out with you guys in the chat. I'm guessing he has very little friends or something. But we're moving on. J Diz is taking his place. Last night he also took down one of the AFC higher ups in the standings, Matt, the Jags, in a pretty close game. Even though he did lose to the breezeless Saints and Al. But he's showing that he can back up a little bit of the shit he was talking. A few cheese allegations, but we'll see how that goes. We'll give him a chance to prove that he's not cheese and he is a sim player. Looks like Mac passed Donald in the sack list. I don't know how that happened, but he roared. I think he's got like 6 more than him now. But seems indicative of what's going on with the Bears. Maybe that's why Rock's been on a tear lately. He's a lot of big wins. His names are back in the headlines, so it's good to see some of our OG players back on the top. Him and Bo back at the top of the leaderboards doing. It's good for TFL. DK and Tyler Boyd were both suspended 2 games for unsportsmanlike behavior. Pop was not happy about it, and as you can see, if anybody has been paying attention, his team was not happy about it. He's been beat very viciously, I think by 40 plus 2 weeks in a row. Looks like the algorithm's back, but we'll see if he can bounce back. It was a tough time for him to lose DK and to lose 2 games, because now he is in the last spot in the wild card. But now he gave the Cowboys and the Bears and the Lions life. All 4 of those teams are going to have to play lights out to close out the season. The Chiefs upset the Chargers in OT. That was a big game for the Chiefs. It was very shocking to see Coke lose to them. Scope beat me. I was feeling good, winning a few games in a row, and then Scope smacked me back down to reality. Drew Lock experiment hasn't been going well, but I'm gonna make it work. Speaking of experiments, the Cam Newton one is it's been pretty hit or miss. He's been having good games or bad games, but Trash is gonna need him to step up big. Like I said, a lot of those guys in the NFC bubble play each other and just have rough schedules, and it's gonna be a lot of big games. It's gonna be really fun to watch. But we'll jump into the standings. As you can see, the Steelers and the Titans are out in front in the AFC, and the Rams and the Packers are out in front. In the NFC, some new faces up in the top of our leaderboards. I won't say surprising. Like I said, B Hall, Bo, Rocks, and the Chase. Matt is leading the wild card. So it's a lot of guys that we didn't necessarily think would be up there, but they're having good seasons. Even though Matt's on a 2-game slide, he lost his last 2. He was 9-2, but or 8-2, but he's still in good place to make the playoffs. He's got a lot of tough games coming up, but we'll see how a lot of this plays out. The Saints, even though they just lost to the Henny and the Panthers, he's still in pretty good control of that division. I have faith that he'll close it out. Google just lost his running back, who was his number 1 offense, so that doesn't help him. So I suspect Al will handle business and win his division. And like I said, I expect big things from the playoffs from Al this year. Like I said, there's a lot of teams on the bubble. Trash, legit, and e.g. Bo, myself, Cam, Matt, Rock, Mouse, Zoe, Study. We're all in the bubble. We all got a lot of tough games coming up. The NFC guys more so than the AFC guys. I think in the AFC, the wild card, if I had to take a bet, me and Cam's head-to-head, and then my game against Scope and Cam's game against Scope will probably decide who gets that final wild card spot. Maybe the Bills, if he plays lights out and Simba starts to stumble, can steal the division, or he can sneak up and steal one of those wild card spots. Bo's pretty secure, but if he gets complacent, like I said, a lot of those guys are playing good. He has to play a lot of those guys underneath him, so even though he's got a nice cushion, a nice lead, if he slips up, one of those guys can steal a spot. Legit, he's a long shot. His name's not even on the bubble list that I have posted, but if he runs the table and he gets a little help, he could easily make it. Like I said, a lot of those guys have really tough schedules to close out the year. They're going to be beating up on each other, so it'll be surprising to see how that all plays out. I couldn't even really guess. In the wild card in the NFC, I'll probably say it'll be Bo. And if I had to say it right here, I'd say Pop, just because his schedule I know is just a lot easier than the rest of those guys. Even though he just lost last night, he got DK back, and his schedule's a lot easier than the rest of those guys. But everybody's gonna get to play a lot of good streams. That'll be good for the league. We also have a tourney upcoming with I think Unchained League, a bunch of fucking scrubs. We're gonna beat their ass, but sorry, I lost track. My headphones are bugging out. I want to beat the shit out of those guys, and I want to close that one out. But I don't have much else to say. Like I said, good luck to everybody on the playoffs going forward. Like I said, a lot of shit going on. A lot of big games coming up. Myself included, me and Cam, me and Scope. I personally hope I can get it together and get in a flow and figure this shit out. But good luck. Don't forget, like, share everything on Twitter. Shout out to Bo again for doing that. He's doing a great job. We really appreciate it. And for the third or fourth time, good luck. And I will hopefully see you guys in the ship.